Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my page. And we're just talking about common sense. But I'll try to keep it down and in the nitty-gritty under 10 minutes. If it goes over 10 minutes, it's something very, very, very important. And not important to liberals, libertards, people who believe in God, people like to smoke, people like to drink, people like ayahuasca, people like DMT. Listeners' discretion is advised. Listeners' discretion is advised. So, today's topic will be about Unbreakable, Split, and also Glass. Please mind the background. There's some noise in the background. I'm outside chilling. It's a nice day. It's about 80-something degrees outside, okay? And as you already should know, my channel is unique. It's about things that most people don't talk about on the internet. And of course, my next video will be about my last days on YouTube. Or any platform, by the way, that censors freedom of speech. You know, I don't necessarily break YouTube's policies, but it's their channel. They can do what they want. I don't care. That's why we have other channels that respects freedom of speech, which is like Rumble, MeWe, Signal, and Truth.com. But of course, other than that, eventually over time, you know, this will change. Okay, I hope it does. In the meantime, I'm working on a false paternity test, hearsay, false reports of rape and stuff like that in the background, okay? So, but we are going to talk about this movie. Actually, there's 3 of them. There's a trilogy. And you should know the guy's name is Shalalayam, okay, which is a very Indian name. It seems like some guy from the Buddhist monk. You know, he basically created these 3 movies. A very, very, indeed, unique set of twists that you will not be able to pick up. And what makes a good movie? We should all know, all cliche, anything that's cliche, especially when it comes to the love or romance, anything that's cliche is usually loses about 2 points in my perspective. Anyone who likes cliche movies that can predict them don't really have a good taste in movies. They really don't. And if you can predict a movie or a show or a series, then of course it's not a good thing. It should lose 2 points automatically. We should have unique stories. We all live in this world learning about different unique stories, not something that was the same cookie cutter type of movie, okay, what we saw once. And like for example, the best X-Men movie that was out there, Marvel, was basically Infinity Stones, okay, Infinity Wars. That was like one of the best only, you know, Marvel movies I've ever seen in my life. Everything else is like garbage. What comes close is, you can say, Marvel, Winter Soldier was kind of good, but you know Marvel is very dark, okay? You know, all the comic books are way more interesting and darker than the movies. So let's begin with the first movie, which was Unbreakable. Now, Unbreakable was a very unique movie. At first, when I started watching it, I didn't think I was going to like it until I saw Bruce Willis, and he's a very well-known actor. Bruce Willis is I'm a Die Hard fan. See, Die Hard, okay? You should watch Die Hard. That's where I saw Bruce Willis from, okay? And I saw him on many different occasions of different movies. And he played an excellent role in this movie. Excellent role, okay? All right? Though, of course, it seems to drag on a little bit. It was perfect. It wasn't a long movie. They did a good job with the movie Unbreakable. Please watch Unbreakable before you watch Split. And right now, Split is still available until May 31st, 2024. Split is available. I just saw Split, and I didn't never think they was going to make a sequel to, you know, Unbreakable, which they did. Okay, and it took him some time, but he probably didn't have no great ideas. But I thought he could have continued the series. I thought about it myself. I said, what happened? Okay, you know? And so, the second one is, you know, I'm not going to ruin the spoil of the movie, but it was based off him not dying on a train, okay? And then we got the middle guy, you know, Samuel L. Jackson. Everybody should know Samuel. As a matter of fact, before I even seen Samuel L. Jackson, you know, I saw Bruce Willis, but he became well known when I watched a movie called Pulp Fiction, okay? And he started blowing up. I thought that's the only place I would ever see him, because I saw Bruce Willis more, okay? And then I started seeing Samuel L. Jackson, okay? he started popping up. Everybody should know he plays as Nick Fury in Marvel. He plays an excellent role. He always plays an excellent role. Excellent Negro to play this part, especially Mace Windu in Star Wars. A great, great movie, by the way. And they have to bring that back. That's the only way to bring back Star Wars. Bring back Mace Windu, because he can sense the dark force in people, and he was a vital element. I don't know why Master Yoda didn't. He already knew, though, but still. Other than that, I'm not ruining any stories. But Unbreakable, he played in Unbreakable. It was Bruce Willis and Samuel L. Jackson who played in this excellent, excellent movie. And they played the good duo in this movie. And I'm not going to ruin that for you. All you need to know is that he had a disposition in his body, genetically, but he's a brainiac, okay, you're going to say. Samuel L. Jackson, he's the man. Now, this guy here, he played in tons of movies, too, as well. Like Narnia, okay? And he played in this one movie that is very obscure, which you should look up, His Dark Matter, okay? And when I saw his face, his name is McCavoy, because something like that, okay? But he's an excellent actor as well. It's in his eyes. He plays the characters very well, but he's not well known as the other two. And I recommend that you watch Unbreakable first, then Split. Now, Split, he plays in Split, which he plays as some kind of multiple identity type person, which I'm not going to ruin it for you, but it tends to drag on. So the Unbreakable, the first one, was definitely better than Split, but Split was more psychological, okay? And you'll understand his character much, much better, okay? They could have added some things in there, but you understand my point when it drags on at certain points. They could have got to the point and cut this part out, they could cut that part out, but they didn't. But it's still an overall good movie. I would give Unbreakable like pretty much a 9, and then I would give Split an 8. And then I will give the final one, which is Glass. I would give that one a 9.5. He did an excellent job bringing them all together, okay? But I'm not going to ruin any spoilers for you. I recommend that you actually watch Unbreakable, okay? And then watch Split. And then, okay, watch Glass. The last one is called Glass. Now you should know that Glass represents Samuel L. Jackson, okay, and he basically he's a savant, okay, and you got to watch all three of them. But I'm not going to ruin anything for you. And I gave the last one a pretty close, almost to a 10, 9.5. And anyone who says less, okay, they didn't understand the concept of this not cliche type of movie. Okay, as I said before, if it's not cliche, you get 2 points, all right? And the problem is that if you got a movie that's not like focusing in on cliche, or you're like predicting the movie, then of course it is a great movie, and you should give it 2 points because it's not cliche. It's not cliche, peoples. And of course, that's all I really want to say about these 3 awesome movies. They're pretty high on the scale. Anyone who's giving them these movies a 7, they don't have good taste in movies. I'm just straightforward about it. They just don't, because they don't know which type of movies. I like movies with no cliches. All right, you can't predict it. And I recommend you watch these movies as well with no cliches. Unbreakable. I would like you to watch The Blacklist, which has a lot of unpredictable situations, and also Breakable. What do you call it? The movie Walter White. Okay, I think that movie is called Unbreakable for some reason. Yeah, but I can't think of the name right now. But other than that, this is an excellent movie, and I recommend it. I recommend all 3 of them. Just make sure you watch Unbreakable first, okay? Other than that, that's all I really gotta say, because how I'm gonna end this? Because I'm not your average man. I'm not your Peter Pan. And I love you all, and I despise the many you have. And other than that, know thyself more than anything else. Ye are gods, okay? And of course, much love and peace to those individuals who know themselves more than anything else. Other than that, thank you for listening to my audio and video. Okay, this is different. I try to do different things. Other than that, peace. Under 10 minutes. Peace.